How important is a good coach in the NFL? I think it's a question that so many people ask, but I think in the NFL, possibly more than any other team sport, the coach is the most important position. Um, think about it like this. How important is a GM in baseball, a general manager? How important, or not a GM necessarily, but just the manager, right? In baseball, most people would argue not super important. Other people would argue differently. That's okay. How important is a head coach in the NBA? I think there's some importance there. Hockey, maybe. Football, we have seen head coaches in football, whether it be at the collegiate ranks or the NFL, move and turn a franchise around like that. And so the question is, do you have the right coach? And in the NFL, unlike college, you can hold on to your coach. If you have a good coach, there's no reason for him to go anywhere else, especially if he is paired with a good general manager. That's just the way it works. So if you find the right coach, he can be there for a long time. All right. Let's just look around the league. You've got Tomlin in Pittsburgh. Belichick in New England. Sorry to talk about it. I'm sorry to talk about it. I know nobody wants to talk about that. You have Andy Reid and Kansas City. He's been there a long time. There are some of these long tenured coach. You could even start to say maybe McVay in LA. I don't know. I know there's other people that I'm thinking of that aren't there. Here's the question I have for you. Do you think DeMeco Ryans is that guy in Houston? He has this young team, a team that people thought the roster was garbage going into the year. It's not, by the way. All right. But a team that most of the national media, and that's what we do at this channel. We talk about teams that the national media ignores. If the national media says this team is a garbage roster, they can ignore them. But they can't ignore them right now because they're 4-4 and they have by far the best rookie in the game. But you need a coach that is going to set up that rookie for success. That's the way it works. You need a GM that is going to surround that rookie with good enough players. Nick Caserio is doing that. He saw something in these wide receivers that not everybody else did. I saw Nico Collins he could be pretty good. Like he could be a decent number 3, maybe even a number 2 receiver. Oh, maybe he's a good outside number 1X. I didn't know that. All right. You're looking at stuff like Tank Dell. Yeah, he's going to be a pretty solid rookie. Took him, the 3rd round, something like that. Yeah, he's going to be a pretty solid. No, he's a very good rookie. He's doing like Amon-Ra St. Brown stuff type of rookie with more speed. It's just in a different way. And then CJ Stroud. Oh, there's a quarterback from Ohio State. All right. Can we just put that to death? Can we put that to bed? This whole idea of no good quarterbacks come out of Ohio State. Hello. All right. CJ Stroud is built different. You just don't know. And so you have a good GM, but here's what puts DeMeco Ryans as different. In a quote, and this is from Jonathan Alexander on X, Twitter. All right. DeMeco Ryans said he had a team meeting a few minutes ago. His message to the team. This is what he said to the team. Congrats. It's over. On to Cincinnati. That is what you need in a head coach. That is what a former player, especially a former player for the team he's coaching, brings to you. It is this reality. And here's the difference, I think, between former player, a guy who's done it in the league, and just a regular coach or a new coach that hasn't played in the league. For a former player who's played in the league, he has respect as a coach day one. If you haven't been a former player in the league, you can gain the respect. Are you telling me players don't have respect for Andy Reid, for Bill Belichick, right? Like there's some great coaches out there that players have respect for that weren't necessarily former players, all right? But they don't get that respect from day one. So DeMeco Ryans can go in here and say, congrats, it's over, on to Cincinnati, right? Sounding like Bill Belichick out here. And he can have the respect because the team is 4-4 with a team that shouldn't have been 4-4. He's been there. He's done that. He doesn't need to prove himself to these players. All right. He added this to the team. He was talking about how it was a great win, but the win versus the Bucks won't help them against the Bengals. That's fantastic. Like, hey, on to Cincinnati. That win against the Bucks won't help you against the Bengals. And it's true. All right. Hey, just last week, people were like, oh, okay, we drank the Kool-Aid. It was a little too early. And we lost to the Panthers, who are now 1-7, I think. Right. Oh, we lost to the Panthers. We're not any good. Maybe CJ. No, you're good. All right. It's just a young team that's learning how to play football. You are going to continue to get better. You are going to continue to build on this roster. That's just the only way to see it. And you have your franchise in the middle of it. You have your franchise. You have the skill. I even let's look at Nick Caserio for a second. All right. Let's just talk about him for a second. The run game has not been there so far this year. I think that it will eventually get there. I do. All right. I think it can get there. But the offensive line has been good when it comes to protecting CJ Stroud. Not perfect, but pretty good. You're playing a Bucks team that brings a ton of pressure and does a ton of things, 3 sacks on the day, not terrible. Caserio realizes that he has a rookie quarterback, and he has put together an offensive line, and the offensive coordinator and Slowick has put together a offensive line and put together a scheme that is designed to protect Stroud. And I know that a good running game helps a rookie quarterback, but you know what else helps him? A clean pocket. And that's what Stroud loves. And I would say the one knock I had on Stroud coming out of Ohio State is that when he gets pressure in his face, he makes dumb throws and makes inaccurate throws. He has not done that in the NFL. It's really weird. It's just like he grew up a little bit. And so with that was going to be the number one thing I was going to see from Stroud, right? We knew he was mobile. We knew he had the ability to run. We also knew he didn't like to run. So could he take that mobility and use it to allow him to have a better pocket presence to get away from the rush while still looking downfield to throw? And the answer is 100% yes. This team has put him in position to win. This team goes as Stroud goes. It was one of those games where your rookie quarterback had to throw for almost 500 yards in order to get a victory, and he did it. Now, when you go on to Cincinnati, the defense needs to step up because you're not going to put up 40 points on that Bengals defense. You're just not. It's a better defense. The Bucs defense has been one that, you know what, they were good when Tom Brady was there. They were even pretty good in the beginning of the year, but they have been fading. This is a team. There was a little window dressing on this one. This team wasn't as for real as I think we thought. So they're now 3-5. You're 4-4. Keep in the hunt. All right, keep in the hunt. You might be able to get there. Like you might be able to get there. I'm telling you, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're not far out of the playoff picture. You've got some games coming up that are winnable games. You're going to Cincinnati, that's tough. But then you have Arizona. You are home cooking against the Jags, massive games. Then you got the Broncos, you got the Jets, you got the Titans, you got the Browns, you got the Titans. There's some wins in there, folks. There are some wins in there. I mean, like, you're talking 8-9 wins easy, get a couple upsets. Hello, playoffs under a rookie quarterback. All right. DeMeco Ryans knows exactly what he's doing. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the time, and enjoy this coach and quarterback combo for many years to come. Thanks for watching. See you later.